Oh, baka hindi na naman alam to ng ano mo. Oh my goodness. Oh. So this is a museum. Museum. And then it says pre-1604. Long before European came to this area, the site was wooded and uninhabited. It was known to the Aboriginal people who used the river as a canoe route to the interior of the region. We know from Chaplin's map that Mi'kmaq settlement lay on the east side of the river toward Hirtles Beach. Another was to be found in Petite River. Oh, okay. Canyon, canyon. Yeah. Diba? There. Feeling niya turista siya. Turista siya talaga. Tapos ang ganda ng ano, ang ganda ng ang ganda ng ano, view. O, diba? Ayan. Ayan, dyan kayo. Picturean ko kayo dyan. So this one is actually very pretty. The color is pretty and the area is pretty, and I don't know how big is this, but yeah. So right now it's closed, so that is why we are not able to go and check it out. And look at that view. That view is awesome. So awesome. Yeah. So this is a canyon. I think it was rusted and broken already because of how many years. And let's go and see the monument, to whom it is dedicated, for Saint Marie de Grace in 1604. It says here Samuel de Champlain mapped and named this fine arbor Port de Le Havre after the 1632 Treaty of Saint-Germain-en-Laye, which returned Acadia to France. Lieutenant General Isaac de Razilly built Fort Saint Marie de Grace and established a colony here, asserting French claim to the area's rich resources of fish and fur. One of the early permanent settlements in Acadia, it also served as a capital from 1632 until the Razilly death in 1636. When it was abandoned for Port Royal, the fort was destroyed by fire in 1653, but remains along the eroding shore were still visible until the early 90s.